You're listening to WJHS 91.5 The Eagle. Welcome to Media in the Making, a podcast where we look at the evolution of media from 1600 all the way to present day. In this podcast series, we ask, how have different forms of media evolved and changed culture? Media in the Making, where media and culture are always changing. Now, let's take a step back in time. In today's episode, we will be talking about iPods and how it changed listening to music all over the world. CEO Steve Jobs once said, "With iPod, Apple has invented a new category of digital music player that allows you to listen to your entire music collection in your pocket and listen to it wherever you go. With iPod, listening to music will never be the same again." The iPod was an outbreak when it came out. This caused chaos all over the world. It was a very successful product as it sold millions. It was better than any MP3 or Walkman that was out at the time. With its sleek design, being about the size of a deck of cards, it was portable with plenty of storage. This was a top-selling product of the year since its release. It's been a top seller since 2004. The iPod's first generation came out on October 22nd, 2001, with a starting price of $399. These came with the charger-to-charger and Apple headphones to listen to the music with. Today, you can purchase one of these for up to $20,000 depending on the condition, as if it's been unopened or opened. Due to it being the first generation, so there wasn't very kind, unlike iPods and iPhones today. This was one of the first ever ways of making music without a hassle, as they were almost 30 times faster than any other USB device that was out at the time to use. They could download a whole CD in less than 10 seconds. This was life-changing in gyms everywhere in the world. Some people, it was just another way of listening to music. To some, it was an amazing invention. It totally changed the way to listen to music. This was a totally digital device that allowed up to 1,000 songs to be downloaded digitally. This is about 5 gigabytes of storage. You would no longer have to carry around the cassettes or CDs or their Walkman or portable CD player. When you wanted to listen to music, all you had to do was have this small device in your purse, pocket, bag, and more. It allowed for this to be used almost everywhere. When it was first released, they sold around 390 million. These were amazing to gyms everywhere. People would no longer have to stop their workouts to change the song they were wanting to listen to. They just had to click a singular button and the song changed. These were so small, so not a hassle to work out with, as they were about the size of a deck of cards. These were amazing because you wouldn't have to worry about forgetting a tape or a cassette or a CD. All the songs were on the iPad. This was a good thing because people wouldn't have to have the hassle of knowing what types of music they wanted to listen to while working out or on the go. The iPod worked by you buying songs and downloading them onto the iPod through the iTunes store. You could either pay for a single song or a whole album. There was a series of buttons that you used to access different playlists, songs, albums, settings, artists, and even the shuffle feature. The shuffle feature was a big deal, as on a tape or CD you would have to skip songs in order, while shuffle it allowed you to go to random songs in the album, playlist, or just all your songs in general. It had a small screen that was used so you could see what you were selecting, so you wouldn't be clueless about what you were doing. They were pretty easy to use, although there was a cut down on buying of CDs and cassettes, and people would rather have it all in one place. They also had fun accessories you could buy for the iPod, such as a case to protect it, headphones, and stylus. To recap what we talked about, iPod and all of its cool features, such as it being digital, portable, and being the first MP3 player with shuffle play, which can choose any random song if you can't decide what to listen to. How the iPod changed gyms everywhere, as it allowed an easier way to exercise so you don't need CDs or cassette tapes. And we talked about all the cool things it could do. Once again, CEO Steve Jobs said, "With iPod, Apple has invented a new category digital music player that lets you put your entire music collection in your pocket and listen to it wherever you go. With iPod, listening to music will never be the same." Media in the Making is brought to you by WJHS 91.5 The Eagle Tech Academy Media Classes. Media in the Making, teaching you about the evolution of media throughout history and its effects on culture. For more from the students, more podcast series on the 91.5 website, WJHS91.5.org. Thank you for joining us.